No, your eyes are not deceiving you. And yes, I have been playing this game for well over 6 years. I think like 6.5 years. And I have all the runes anyone could ever want. But yet here I sit with an average Giant Speed 12 clear time of over 3 minutes.
No wonder he's C3, dude. Ben deserved to stay in C3 with this attitude of gameplay. Unbelievable.
So in this video, I'll explain why I use this team, basically kind of defending myself from Sean B and Twitch chat and they're making fun of me. So here's the team. It's kind of a take on the dot team with a couple of supports and a fodder monster. This can be anything. It doesn't have to have runes. I can do little slime action or inferno or whatever that thing's called, and it'll still work. It'll just take a long time, and I don't mind the time. That's basically the whole thing. Is I have the ability to do this, and I want to do this, and that's why I run this team. The pros and cons, obviously, I'm not farming as much as I could be, so that's the big con. My energy isn't getting used up. But to me, that's also kind of a pro, because I like to play this game, and so I actually accumulate crystals if I farm slower. I mean, spending money also helps, but it's not like I spend a ton. I used to spend a lot more. I've died down quite a bit. But yeah, the slower you farm, the more crystals you accumulate from Siege and World Boss and Arena and all those kinds of things. So the slow clear times help with that. Additionally is I build a crap ton of 6 stars. I build lots and lots of dupes for Siege. So I'm trying to farm experience all the time, but I don't like farming the scenarios like ever. So this is kind of my means of continuing to farm experience while also continuing to farm runes, because really runes and artifacts and those kind of things are all I want. Before the B12s, during the B10s, I did have a 3-man team with 2 fodder monsters, but B12 I haven't been able to find a team that works. I think Chow, if you had Chow, could probably make it happen, but I don't have a Chow. If I happen to summon Chow, maybe I'll do like a Chow Riley Lucian or something like that, and that would probably work fine. Again, it might be very slow, but that's okay. The guy who gave me this idea during the B10s, he's quit playing the game at this point, but he used Chow, Lucian, and 3 fodder monsters, and he still had a sub 1 minute team in Giants B10. So it's certainly a doable endeavor. Not all of my dungeon teams are as slow as this one. I do run Trikaru and Dragons, for example. I did attempt, once Dragons B12 came out, to find a 3 or 4-man team to continue to do the farming that I was doing with farming XP in here, but the B12s are just significantly more difficult than B10s, and so I have been able to find a team. Again, I think Chow probably is what you need, but in the meantime, Trikaru's fine. I have farmed dragons less lately. Ever since my guild got SWGT, I noticed that my artifacts are lacking compared to my runes, so I have been trying to farm artifacts more. Of course, I'm always building 6 stars, so I do farm giants a lot. So here's my garbage Steel Fortress team, which if you happen to watch Sean B's stream when he was trying to pull me out of the dryer, he really roasted this.
Actually, you know what? You should be farming artifacts. What is this I'm seeing? Yo, Ben, have you checked out my Hello, Ben. What is this? What is the meaning of this, Ben? Tell me. What is this? Oh my god.
For him, I decided to go ahead and build this Wen Kung Fu Girl. I even had a fail on stream, which is just kind of making it more funny, but to be fair, I was missing a rune at the time, and having runes on your units will of course make your dungeons a lot safer. Punisher script, I use kind of a normal, I mean, not speed team or anything, but it's just kind of an okay team. But yeah, my goal with farming isn't to farm as quickly as possible. It never has been. Maybe someday I'll attempt like speed clearing just for like rank purposes. Like I know Dan is always real big on that. I might do it just for the fun, but as far as my day-to-day, I'm doing a lot of work, and I don't want to be having to look down as much, or usually I have it on my computer which the reason for that is it can't notify me, unlike my phone, which buzzes, which if my phone buzzes, I want to look at it. So if I play on an emulator, then there's no notification, and so I look at it a lot less, and I get more work done that way. Anyways, that's kind of my defense as to why I use this slower team. Of course, you can do it too if you agree with my reasonings and, you know, have the same kind of thought process that I do. If you only have a limited time to farm each day, like if you only farm a couple hours each day, then you probably want speed teams so you can farm as much as possible in that time. But for me, I'm farming like 12 hours a day. So, like, at least I'm on all the time. So it's fine. I'm okay with running slow teams. I always have been. And I will continue to run slow teams and make 6 stars in the process. So that's all for this video. Just wanted to share my team. And I guess I'll show runes that can make sense for people that do happen to want to do it. I don't know very many people that want to, but that's okay. My Riley is just a typical support build. Violent Revenge, not crazy speed, a decent amount of health, not even 100 res. I should really beef her up because she's pretty good on defense. Just kind of a mediocre fan. Don't need violent, so another accuracy set because I want to land those dots. Focus, and then will. Just kind of HP stats so he lives a little bit longer. Melia probably also decent accuracy and just kind of tanky stats to survive. I do want a 6-star eventually. She's just not a siege unit, so I haven't felt obligated. Need skill ups for it too. But yeah, that's the team, and then I get to add one of any other monster and farm XP. I mean, you can see I'm even using these things. Like, I want XP all the time. So I do XP here, I do XP in Kairos, and then I'll do, anytime I run a double XP, I'll use up my 12 here. Every once in a while I'll refresh these. These are kind of expensive, but if I really want a 6-star unit, then I for sure will. So that's that.